Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Bros Park. We got another weekly recap for you. This time we got Kaiju number 8. As always, I am one of your hosts, Colin, and I am joined by...
Yours truly, Jeff. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing
today? Because I can tell you in the Kaiju world, they're not doing great, all right? We got...
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. It sucks living in this Kaiju Japan. Every freaking day it seems like there's a goddamn attack. And like, it's like, oh, it's another earthquake. It's gonna, subside. Boom. Giant, what's it called? Like, what's a giant sinkhole? Sinkhole.
Dude, it's insane. It reminds me of watching Evangelion and being like, dude, that would suck. And they're just having to like spend money to repair this. They're doing this and that. They're just throwing government funds around. Like, how would you be happy living there?
Yeah, I'd be like, yo, move me to freaking America, man. Hopefully they don't got kaijus.
No, and so let's just talk about the start of this episode. They got the earthquake. We saw that at the end of last episode, you know, the rippling through the ground and everything like that. And then, like you said, the sinkhole. What, like, they don't talk about it. They only showed the survivors, but man, the death toll must be insane.
Yeah, it must be in like the tens of thousands. Like, there's just a giant plot of land gone.
Yeah.
Gone.
It's
dead.
It's crazy. And they don't...
Any who survive are just eaten by ants.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't even want to show us how far that hole goes down. It's just a black hole. It is purely a black hole in the ground.
Yep. Damn. That sucks.
So
I did like what they did when I thought this was a very like nice artistic take.
Okay.
When the girl was using her phone camera to look down the sinkhole, she's like, "Oh, what's that?" Zooms in, sees a pair of eyes, and then multiple pairs of eyes, and like, you know, the phone is tracking the eyes too. I was like, "Ooh, that's pretty good." Like,
yeah, hey, I liked all those eye
like
recognition things coming up. That was super cool to see.
Yeah, that's a good touch.
So we've had conversations on other anime that you haven't liked in a lot of ways. I need to know what your take on the ants were. I need to know.
You mean the CGI?
Yeah, I need to know what you felt.
I thought it was okay. Because like the CGI actually wasn't there for too many scenes. It's just, you know, that initial like, ooh, ant rampage. But then like when it was kind of a close up of the ants, plus like, you know, when they were starting to fight it, not bad. I didn't mind it. And like they were kind of 2D when it like with the scenes that mattered the most.
I agree with you completely. I think when they're trying to overrun, quote unquote, the city with ants, it just made sense to do CG just because you can do so many more of them. Yeah,
this ain't unlimited budgets, okay?
No, it's not. And I think that's fine. And like you said, the important parts, the fights and everything like that, they look good. So I didn't have any issues. I just needed to know if that like ruined the whole thing for you, because sometimes it does.
Yeah, like initially I was like, ooh, CGI. I'm like, hopefully it doesn't carry on, and thankfully it doesn't.
Yeah.
Thankfully it doesn't.
Yeah, that's good. So ants come out, they overrun the city, and you know, it happening in parallel, we have, you know, the training session day from the first division. And you know, it opens up at the end of training, and man, Kafka's not looking good. Like,
yeah, dude, he is like one of the worst soldiers ever, so
I wonder if he's still at 1% like suit.
He's probably at like 1.2 or something.
Yeah, Hoshino's still just like, yeah, you can have 1.2% of my expectations now.
And I was thinking like everybody who's like in that squad can like activate like 30% or more of their suit, right?
Yes, yeah.
Like they're all pretty OP.
Yeah, they're all, what do they say, on the level of other platoon leaders, they were saying, or something?
Yeah.
Which,
so
insane.
Not too bad, but like the fact that he's still training after training, like, you know, hopefully people see that and like respect him, because you never know, because they all know he's Kaiju number 8, so they might be a little bit reserved about him. They might be like, I don't really, this guy's a little sussy, man. I'm just gonna keep my distance away from him.
Yeah, right? he definitely seems like he would get ostracized in that way, but
yeah,
you know, he is putting the work. Like you said, he was running after the fact and everything like that.
Yeah, hopefully he pulls off that Kafka charm, you know, that helped with all the trainees.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he's known for. But we got the end of the training day, then we run in and we see Shinomiya, I guess, seemingly going for a private combat lesson from her new captain, Narumi.
Yeah,
And
yeah, and
he's such a degenerate, man.
I love this guy. He's already bowing before she enters the room. He's like, please, please, I need money.
Yeah, lend me money. And she's so quick being like, dude, how dare you ask a subordinate for money? And he's like, I expect one thing of my men, money.
he's like, I don't even know, like the balance of my paycheck is all gone. In the back of his room, you just see stacks on stacks of like Yamazon.
Yep. Dude, he's such a degenerate. And man, they're going through these tough negotiations and trying to get the money from Kikuru, and lo and behold, vice captain shows up, says, hey, we gotta go.
Yeah,
They
it's
get
interrupted.
Yeah, they get suited up, and holy shit, man. The swap from his like begging, crazy, like depressed face because he's out of money and all this shit to how fucking sick he looks.
Yeah, he looks fucking Sigma, dude.
Dude, he's got like the under eye bags. He's so serious. He's got his fucking like trench coat on or whatever. Oh man, he looks so good.
Yeah, like going a little bit further along when you said when they were like in the helicopter, he's just like, we were just in the middle of some like tough negotiations too.
Yeah,
I was like, dude, what?
It's like, dude, I was begging for money.
Like, why you gotta make it sound so like formal?
But man, Narumi looks sick. I wish that he fought with that trench coat on, and he doesn't.
That would be cool.
Oh man, but we got lots of these ants coming out. First division is the one showing up, and man, I will say that we see everybody running to shelters, and there's this one girl who's fallen by a van and scraped her leg, and her seemingly like little bit older brother is like protecting her from a kaiju, like full T-pose, arms out, like you're not getting past me.
Yeah.
Dude, he didn't flinch. That van got wiped out in front of him. He did not flinch.
To be honest, he probably didn't even have like the reaction to flinch, right?
Sure, you can make that argument, but when Narumi came down and fucking saved his ass, he flinched then.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it kind of reminded me of Kafka and Mina when they were kids, right?
Yeah.
I was wondering if like Kafka would be the one to save them and be like, yo, I got you, man. Get out of here, champ.
But instead,
it turns out it's the degen that saves them.
Dude, and he even hit the kid with degen shit. This guy shows up, saves the kid, and is like, heard the kid saying like, Narumi's coming, he's gonna save me, whatever it is, and was like, you didn't say Captain Narumi, and your punishment now is when you get home, take your mom's phone and post Captain Narumi is so cool 10 times.
10 times. Like, God, this guy is a fucking asshole scumbag, but he's so cool.
He's so egotistical, man. So we got him showing up, he saves them. We got the other squad members and the platoons kind of, fighting alongside, and we finally get to see all the work that Shinomiya's put in.
Yeah, her and Kafka are in charge of the neutralization zone where like they're like corralling the ants into. So I was like, oh, that's kind of weird that you're putting these two like newbies in the neutralization zone. But then like but the fact is they're probably like two of the most OP recruits, right?
I mean, Shinomiya for sure. We saw her fucking power up, and holy shit, did it look good. Yeah,
she got a good Zenkai boost, from last time. Yep. And like her with the axe, like the animation was slick and pretty clean too. I was like, damn.
It was super smooth, and the part where she sends the ant flying past the other platoon leader, and she's like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, the plume. Yeah, Narumi was telling like, back Shinomiya up if she needs any help. She's like, understood. Like, I'll be sure to. And then boom, ant.
Yeah.
Wipes right by her. She's like, oh, what the fuck?
Dude, it looked so good. And also that platoon leader was like, yeah, Shinomiya, you seem like kind of a fucking brat, but we're gonna get along. And she pulls a minigun.
Yeah, a freaking Gatling gun, dude. Like, yeah, you piece of shit. You know what? Respect, though.
Yeah, and all the other platoon leaders hear Shinomiya popping off, so they had to get into it and get their kill count up. Felt very Attack on Titan.
I like how they're all like, like, I'm stronger, but at the same time, like, they all want to do their job. As long as the job gets done, they're like, you know what, it all doesn't matter at the end of the day. Right?
No, the competition is what matters, but you know.
But the camaraderie is better than the competition for them.
For sure. And you know, they get all the ants corralled into the neutralization zone, and lo and behold, we got Kafka. And I think, well, let's start from the beginning. He tries to save his humanity to a certain degree by only half transforming.
Yeah, partial transformation, and like even everybody like in Intel, they're like, oh, why isn't he transforming? Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, there was like this Kaiju number 8 command center that they're just like monitoring his vitals and shit.
Makes sense, man, dude. I would want to keep track of that like nonstop.
I would too. And even, yeah, like you said, even they were like, why isn't he transforming? And dude, his like little half-assed partial transformation punch didn't do shit dude. To the ants.
Like, it's a little cuckboy punch.
Yeah,
bruh.
Nothing.
Nice try, Kafka. So he had to, you know, he's like, screw this, man. I ain't got time to hesitate. Goes to the full transformation.
Which is my next question for you. What did you feel about the full body, like, black gimp suit looking transformation?
He's got that latex, you know, dom suit.
Yeah, what did you feel?
I was like, that's a weird way of transforming, but like, you know, like, it's okay. Would have been cooler, but it's the fact that, you know, it's kind of like not as a serious scene.
Yeah.
So like, I think I'm okay with it. It just looked weird.
I think that leading to where they went with it, which is when he was trying to fully transform, he couldn't. It shatters and it breaks, and he could never get a full transformation off, basically for the whole episode. Spoiler. And I think to show that break, a slow transformation makes sense.
Yeah.
But man, did it didn't look great.
It didn't look as good as, you know, other transformation scenes, and like, yeah, it looked like he got that Kaiju ED, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he can't get it up anymore. His fight with the general, he's just scared and ashamed of himself now.
Yeah, he you know, he used too much energy in that little skerfuffle with Daddy Captain, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and hopefully he'll get his confidence back with you know, fighting Kaiju number 9, who all of a sudden shows up again.
Yeah, it's because, you know what, it's actually the fact that he failed his transformation that I think kind of like maybe saved him. Mm-hmm. Because Kaiju number 9 actually comes from an ant, be like, whoa, I thought I felt Kaiju number 8. What happened? Where'd it go?
Yeah, and Kaiju number 9 shows up, and he like comes out of the ant's like brain, and he looks kind of jacked for a second there. Like, we're used to Kaiju number 9 looking all skinny and stuff, but he comes out of the ant and he's like pretty thick for a second. I was like, holy shit, he's been working out. But he reminded me of, there's this one parasite that feeds on like praying mantises and other bugs.
Zombifies them, right?
Yeah, and that's what that reminded me of, like, instantly. Mm-hmm. So
yeah. Kind of creepy looking.
Yeah, and I assume Kaiju number 9 is not actually there. Like, that's just like a part of Kaiju number 9 that's split into the ants or something.
Yeah, and then we also see that there's also Kaiju number 9 too. That's like confronting. Right?
Yeah, he's fighting Narumi. Yeah.
So there's actually 2 Kaiju number 9. So like, you know, Narumi kind of speculated: is this guy, can he split? Can he multiply? Was there always more than one to begin with? Mm-hmm. Right. So it's like kind of, there's a mystery with Kaiju number 9.
Yeah, he's already been so mysterious since we saw him in season 1, and this is the first glimpse we're kind of getting of him here. And yeah, we have no idea what his powers are. He's still using the like finger little invisible ball gun.
The finger banging.
Yeah. He's finger banging everybody. It's insane.
Yeah, but then also like he also has this necromancer buff to him too. Like, I don't think he's as strong as like the other numbered kaijus, but he's got like, you know, the support buff. The allied buff, you know? Yeah,
he gives them all, you know, Guardian Angel from League of Legends. Like, they all come back to life once or twice and stronger.
Like, yeah, he reses any like deceased kaijus and they come back like blue and strong.
Yeah, it's kind of fucking crazy. And we only saw it happen with the one kaiju before, and like in a, well, not one, but like a smaller radius. But now, you know, the command center is like, yo, the area of effect is huge. Like, it's the entire area that's like reviving all these kaiju now. So seems like it should be a big fight. All the platoon leaders say they're getting pushed back and everything like that. And lo and behold, Kafka still cannot transform. So who saves the day?
Yeah, dude, he keeps getting dogged on, and like,
Yeah.
number nine's like, you know what? It's time to fucking wrap this up. I'm getting tired of this shit. And then the cool thing is, like, as Kaiju number nine, like, giving that whole spiel, you can see like one split frame behind him of like a yellow blur. Did you see that?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's so cool. And then like, as soon as he's done talking, or in the middle of his talk, you just see a fucking like he gets split in half. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
We got fucking Shinomiya back in action.
And we finally got the dynamic duo Shinomiya and Kafka, even though Kafka's useless here. So
yeah. I'm really hoping and number nine kind of recognized her but didn't remember her name or anything. But it's like she's getting her revenge, because I want to see her like dodge the finger banging.
yeah, the air finger bang, the invisible finger banging.
Yeah, I want to see her like go to town on number nine, because I think he's also a little bit weaker because there's another of him, so he's probably not full power right now.
Yeah, and Shinomiya earlier was referencing how she needs to go faster to meet Hoshino, and needs to strike harder to meet Captain Ashihiro or Mina. So it seems like she's kind of probably stronger, and Kaiju number 9 even said that, saying to Narumi, not to Shinomiya, saying, oh, so are you stronger than Kaiju number 8 now? And probably, I would assume, especially not transforming Kaiju number 8. Definitely stronger. So yeah, and that's kind of where we end with Narumi coming down and basically engaging the second Kaiju number 9.
Yeah, it's basically Narumi and Shinomiya plus Kafka versus number 9 right now. Like, this is gonna be a lit next episode. It was already pretty good this episode too, but I can't wait for next one.
Yeah, I'm super excited for next episode. We're finally getting some fighting. I say finally as if it hasn't only been 2 episodes, but we're getting some sick animations, some sick fighting. We got some storylines coming through with Kaiju number 9, so hopefully it'll be great. Until next week, thank you all for tuning in. Check out the other series we've been weekly recapping, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace.
Peace, guys.